Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Fate Grand Order 7th Interludes. And today, I know I said I would do Cersei next time, but she's being put off even longer again. I'm gonna do Corday's. Just because I felt like it, to be honest. That was really the main thing. Feelings like a wedge. I'm not gonna dilly-dally and waste any time. I'm gonna hop right on in. Was I ever truly aware of long stretches of time back when I was alive? I don't know, were you? Oh, okay, I can't answer that. Did I ever feel incredibly powerless when I thought about them? Did I ever think about how far I could go in my life, what I could do and accomplish with it? Or whether I could simply lose myself in a common, ordinary, powerless life? Let me give you a warning. Mildly ominous, okay? There's nothing wrong with wanting to bring some spark to your life, or to live vivaciously instead of dully. True. Nothing wrong with wanting to live a life you can be proud of. Sometimes, though, that desire can be twisted into something else entirely before you realize it. Sometimes when you fly too high on the wings of idealism, reality will tear them from you and send you crashing back down to Earth. Yeah. Deep down in the darkest parts of my mind, I find myself thinking, is that really for the best? Hard to say. Here at Chaldea, where countless great heroes gather in fierce competition. These are the thoughts that sometimes occupy my mind. Yeah, I guess you being a relatively normal-ish I mean, don't get me wrong, you did something, I mean, you ended up in the history books. Maybe not as, glorious of a hero as some of the others, but, you know, you earned your spot. I see. It sounds like you've been feeling guilty, helpless, and like nothing matters. Maybe it was silly of me to come to you about this. Not at all. We're both French heroic spirits from the same era. Nothing wrong with leaning on that connection. Still, I'm sorry. With Master ruled out, there was nobody else I could think of to talk to. I couldn't bring myself to go to anyone who I knew would just shut me down with cold logic. So here's how I see it. Heroes like us, well, I suppose this applies to anti-heroes and fairy tale monsters too. For better or worse, we're inextricably tied to the great tapestry of history. Whether we lived out our lives as heroes or died as monsters, we did so because that's what was expected of us. Putting to one side the issue of good or bad, there's a great strength, wisdom, and willpower to be found in that. I used to wonder what business a mere executioner like me had being here too. But once I started looking, it turned out there were other roles I could fill. I guess the term for it is counselor. And I'm neither a king nor a monster. I'm just an ordinary human who followed the orders I was given by virtue of being born to a particular bloodline. Even so, I still struggled, and I kept wondering whether there might be a better way, even if the difference was slight. My situation's the opposite. Yeah, it's true. You were praised as an angel for assassinating Jean-Paul Marat. I'm afraid that's only half right. I wasn't praised for what I accomplished. Right. A person's appearance has nothing to do with what they've accomplished. Nonetheless, the fact remains that you were praised as an angel, even though you killed someone. Honestly, I was taken aback myself. A lone woman with no particular connection to anyone in the nobility. Devising and executing a plan to assassinate so important a figure without involving anyone else. That sort of thing is arguably what has always taken place behind the scenes in assassinations throughout history. But other such assassins had power. Whether it was power in the form of authority or magical energy, it was nonetheless power. But you... Right, I had nothing of the sort. I just got an idea in my head and somehow got lucky enough to pull it off. You may be right. Besides, in the end, what I did was meaningless. It made no difference whatsoever. So, oh no, actually, it would have been better if it hadn't made a difference. Instead, it made things worse. Also true. Your assassination led Robespierre's Jacobins seizing control of the government. Led to Robespierre's Jacobins seizing control of the government, and ultimately beginning what would come to be known as the Reign of Terror. However, that was... I know, sooner or later that would have happened regardless. Even without my intervention, I'm sure the Jacobins would have done the same thing. I was just a convenient foothold for them to stand on. But if that's true, something doesn't add up. If my actions were ultimately meaningless, what am I doing here? Oh, good point. That's a major contradiction, or at least that's how you perceive it. Whether you created a turning point for history or not, there's no reason for you to be here. Exactly, I'm not completely useless when it comes to combat. But there are so many better fighters than me. So many servants better than me in every way. No matter how hard I try, I'll never be able to catch up. No matter how much I learn, I'll always be left behind. For me, that's very, well... painful? I see. I'm afraid just talking to me won't change the sense of powerlessness you're feeling. Would you mind waiting here for just a bit? Okay, but why? I'm gonna think of some other servants who can help you with your concerns. I'm sure they'll be able to help you arrive at an answer you'll find satisfactory. Wait, you really don't have to go to all that trouble. It's no trouble. Besides, this is important. At least it is for you and me. Okay, wait here. I'll be right back. Hey, come back. Are you serious? Deadly. And so, after Sanson put his naturally kind heart to exceptionally good use, who'd he gather? How'd things come to this? I mean, yeah, Jinke failed in her assassination. So, I mean, that's something you have over her Corday? Maybe don't say that, but it's true. Hey, Sanson said you needed my help. He told me the same thing. Billy, okay. Assassin, then Archer? Same, Well, we got ourselves one hell of a motley crew here, eh? Looking a little like he just rounded up whoever was in the area, ain't it? Hey, no, that's not true. We definitely have something in common. Frankly, we all failed to achieve what we set out to do. Was that true for Billy? I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess, kind of. Suppose you got a point there. I mean, I did wind up dead while I was making a getaway. And that ain't exactly achieving what I set out to do. Same for me, of course. Though I did get really close. Really, really, really close. Yes, we get it, thanks. As for me, well... I was a spy who kind of just bumbled around from place to place and never did much of note. So, anywho... Sanson asked us to accompany you, so here we are. I see. But I don't have anywhere for you to accompany me to, so... Oh, don't worry about that. Master told us all to come with her to help prepare a minute singularity. Oh, we've got the resources to bring you along too if you want. What do you say, Corday? Of course I couldn't refuse. Yeah, after they gathered to help you. Regardless of how I feel about it, this is exactly what I was summoned for. Yes, of course. Yeah, maybe she'll find some confidence seeing the failures doing their hardest at their job. Because, I mean, she did technically, I mean... I mean, I guess she failed in that what she didn't help anything. But she still succeeded in her assassination, technically, so... So what kind of singularity are we dealing with this time? This was in 18th century France. Here's what Da Vinci told us. There's something in this area of France that shouldn't be here at this time. I want you to go to the nearby town, find out what's going on, and put a stop to it. And so here we are. So we need to gather information first, huh? Good thing that's one of my specialties. Okay, I'm off. I'll be back with information soon. Thanks, Mata. Mata Camellia. That doesn't work. Alright, we're counting on you. Oh, then would it be okay if I went along to help? You're volunteering? Interesting. I am. I don't know how much help I can be, but I'd still like to try. I see. Okay, looks like it's you and me then. I'll put together cover identities for us on the way there, so follow my lead, okay? Oh my god. Cover identities? You know, figure out things like who we are and how we should act to get people to trust us. Now come on, let's brainstorm together. I don't know how confident I'm feeling in this. And so Matahari and I put together cover identities for ourselves as we walked to the nearby town. There are places where my line of work is well received, and others where it isn't. It looks like this town's not especially fond of exotic dancers, but I don't think it shuns us either. What do we do if they end up, shunning you? The best way is to put on a disguise, but there's also another faster way. What's that? Talk to anyone who breaks off from the crowd. Whenever people break away from a community, there's always a moment they yearn for companionship. If you can track them down, shake their hand, look them in the eye, and steal a kiss from them right then, they're almost guaranteed to fall in love with you. Kind of a... Like, I get it, but like, damn, that's kind of scummy. Seriously? I can't think of any other word for it than amazing. I would never have thought up such a plan, much less been able to put it into action. I guess even if they have some notion they're being deceived, their instincts make it hard to refuse. Anyway, let's go over it again. I'm a roaming exotic dancer, And you're my... employer? No, I don't think anyone would buy that. Now let's make you a maid slash bodyguard. A bodyguard. Yeah, I really don't know if I can pull it off convincingly. And we'll see. Don't worry, you'll be fine. All you have to do is stand behind me with a knife. You know, I would be pretty intimidated, I guess. You should probably change your outfit, though. Oh, and I think we should also come up with a couple of signals. If I do this with my fingers, that means I want you to... I hope this goes okay. I hope I can do this. Yeah, I'll be fine, probably. Probably. Can you believe it? My boss was actually scared out of his mind to come to this town. I had no idea he was such a coward. Sounds like a real loser, alright. And again, Shrews Town is... Oh, damn it. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, what's the matter? Is there something I should be worried about here? If there is, it's a terrifying thought. I'll have to get right back to my boss. Oh, right. That means whisper to me. May I speak to you, ma'am? Oh, what is it? How's this? That's perfect. You know you have a lovely voice. Thank you, but what's the point of complimenting me? I mean, not that I don't really appreciate it, but hey, what are you whispering about? Never mind. It's nothing to do with you. Well, I was just thinking that if something is going on here, it might be time to bring in my hunter. You're a hunter? I hired him as a bodyguard on my travels and to hunt animals along the way. My Billy's an absolute wizard with guns, you know. Why, there's not a single wild beast out there he couldn't kill. Really? Even that thing? The man's voice was so weak you'd think he was talking to himself. And Matahari leaped on it without any hesitation. That's right, even that thing. There's not an animal out there that can escape my hunter. Not even a monster. Would it cost money to have this hunter take care of it? Why, of course. We can't expect a hunter to work for free now, can we? Now I see. So that's your game here. Wow. I couldn't believe how the conversation was playing out. Matahari told me ahead of time that if she said this, the other person would probably respond like that. It's unfolding exactly as she predicted. But the thing that surprised me the most was the man she was talking to. He'd been so guarded before, but now... Right, of course. Why else would a beautiful woman like you come to a rundown old town like this? So how much are we talking here? For some reason, he completely believed that we had come here to exterminate a monster. Let's see, I'd say about this much. That much? Whatever sum Matahari had specified must have been exorbitant. Based on the man's response, I'd say it was likely half of everything we had. If you feel that's too expensive, why not get everyone else to chip in? You're good at that sort of thing, aren't you? Ah, well, I suppose. Incidentally, it's not as though Matahari thoroughly investigated the town before this conversation. She just took a quick look around before going into the tavern. Apparently, that was all she needed to figure out who held power in this town. That makes sense. I can't blame you for not wanting to trust us. Alright, how about this? My boss has entrusted me to negotiate payment on his behalf. Let's say you pay us half the money up front, and the other half once you're satisfied the monster is dead. I don't know. Well, what do you say? Playing him like a fiddle. Oh, another signal. Lady Matahari? The boss only agreed to let you negotiate the amount. I don't think you can decide how we receive payment without his permission. Oh, don't worry, he'll be fine with this. Besides, these people are really in trouble, right? If we contact him to get permission, it could be days before we hear back. Alright. As long as you're willing to take full responsibility. So what do you say, hun? Alright, truth is. And that is how we come to now. We got a monster to hunt. I guess we have all the information we need now. Yep, I'm glad it was so easy. You look kinda shocked. Is something wrong? Well, I don't quite understand what just happened. I thought I was following along with the conversation just fine, but then before I knew it... Yes, before I knew it. Not only had the man given us the information we were needed, but he even paid us for it. You'd think we should have been the ones to pay him. But then something flipped in our methods and our goal, and before I knew it, everything was backwards. The goal wasn't to get money out of him. It was to get him to trust us. The money was just a means to that end. When neither party knows the other, money changing hands is the only way to establish trust. But isn't that being awfully careless on his part? Not at all. I'm positive he was thinking something along these lines. If they really do kill the monster, make it back in one piece and don't let down their guard, I guess they'll just have to pay up. If they really do kill the monster, but they come back barely alive, or if they let down their guard, I'll kill them and take the money back. If the monster kills them, I'll have someone collect their bodies. The monster won't be interested in the money after all. Yeah, no, I could see that. You see, out of 4 possible routes, 3 of them end with him losing nothing. If we come back half dead or let our guard down, he can easily get his money back. If we die, he can still get his money back. The only way we make it out of there alive is to both kill the monster and stay on our guard around the townspeople. So we can never even conceive of the actual truth. Namely that our goal is just to kill the monster and nothing else. Wow, that's incredible. It's more than incredible. It's astounding. It's staggering. Astonishing. I may not be much use in battle, but I can at least help out with this sort of thing. I see. Incidentally, I took advantage of my looks to seal the deal. If it had been Billy here instead, I'm sure he'd have gotten the information his own way. Jean K might have a hard time in this land and time period. But I'm also sure she'd succeed in places where it would be difficult for me to manage. Maybe you could do the same. Maybe you couldn't. Maybe this is what Sansa wanted to teach me. Yeah, everyone has their own ways of doing things. You just gotta find yours and use it to the best of your ability. That there are ways to help other than fighting. But I can never do the kind of things Matahari can. How could I possibly think otherwise? Oh, one more thing I think you should know. Things like only you could do that, or you're the only one who could pull that off. They might seem great, but actually, no, they're not good at all. I see. Think about it. The whole world's hanging by a very thin, fraying thread right now, right? The situation couldn't be worse. Everything I ever loved, or that anyone else loved, is on the verge of disappearing forever. So it's up to dead people like us and living people like Master to do our best to fight back. That's why we can't afford to be particular about who does what. We need an army's worth of people to fight, with each one ready to step in at a moment's notice to take another's place if needed. So we can protect the one person who's truly irreplaceable. Yeah, she's right. Everything she's saying is dead on. And yet for some reason I can feel something welling up in me in response. Something I can't explain. Now I see. Logic really isn't what's going to get through to you. Maybe that's why Sanson called on us to help. Huh? What do you mean? You wanted to push back against what I just said, didn't you? Even though you don't entirely know why? No, that's not true at all. Right, It's okay, I understand. Yes, what I just said may be important, but that's all it is. Or to put it another way, it's only important in a general sense. I'm sure there's something that's even more important to you personally. Something more important to me. That's right. Once you understand that, I just know you'll feel more at ease. Then again, maybe the opposite is true. What do I do now? I don't know what it is she's talking about, but oddly, that's one thing I do know. What she's telling me I need to hear. Okay, why don't we get to repairing the singularity? It sounds like we have our work cut out for us, doesn't it? Let's go back to camp and discuss all this with Master, shall we? Okay. Got a monster to kill, monster to hunt, monster hunter. So, there's a cave further down the woods from here? That's right, at least according to the information we got. The beast of Gavadon, huh? But it ain't the real one, right? I don't think so. From what we heard, it's a large, four-legged, man-eating demonic beast. And I could describe any number of creatures besides the beast of Gavadon. It doesn't make sense for this time period. But we're also not in Gavadon. So I'm guessing these people heard the rumors of the beast of Gavadon and just assumed it was the same one. Well, don't change what we came here to do. Yeah, no matter what, we gotta kill it. Alright, let's figure out a plan of action. We've got to make sure we know what we're doing ahead of time. Right on. Okay, let's go over it one more time. Matahari and Corday will be the rear guard. I'll take the front line and Billy will hold down the middle position. I'll face the demonic beast directly and do my best to lead it towards Billy. Matahari, you draw the monster's attention so it doesn't focus its attacks on me. Master, you stay in between the mid and rear guard unless things turn dangerous, in which case you fall back while giving us your orders. Does it cover everything, Master? Sounds good. Hopefully Charlotte's alright. Great. Okay, we're almost to the cave now. Ominous rain clouds. On a whim, I turned to look up at the sky. I thought it was sunny and clear, but apparently dark clouds came in while I wasn't looking. Kind of clouds that make it look like it might rain at any moment. It doesn't exactly feel like a bad omen. More like the sky itself is scolding me. As though it's saying, if you don't think things through, you'll always be as gloomy and dark as these clouds. Just what I needed. A meddlesome warning from the heavens themselves. Fuck off, Zeus. It's here, and it's a monster for sure. We keep going. Pretty sure it's the only option. Assassins usually prefer to avoid a stand-up fight if we can, but oh well. Well, I think Kojiro would disagree with you. Oh. But I guess he's a weirdo among assassins. To be fair. Here comes. Hey, over here. That was amazing, Jinkei. I've seen professional dancers who can't move half as well. Guess it comes from practicing, Qigong in my spare time. Ha! Too bad Jinkei's attacks ain't done nothing to hurt it. If we're gonna put it out of commission, I'll have to use my noble phantasm to put a bullet right through its eye. Alright, Master. I'm counting on you to give the signal. Ayo, I got it. Give that thing hell, everyone. Okay, everyone. Let's do this. Come on, Charlotte. Yeah, okay, we're kind of forced into... Only forced on two of them, though. That's... not that bad. Alright. Let's do this thing. Let's do the dang thing. Yeah, just a random soul eater. The false beast of Gavadoon. Okay, how many evades do you have? Okay, just another whole turn, okay. That'll do.
Finish!
Alright. All I do is kill Thunderer. Now we should have a bunch of crit stars at the end of this. Unless Billy kills it, actually his Noble Phantasm might be an insta-kill in this. No, not quite. There we go, though. It all worked out. I don't suppose that was 3 Black Beast Graces, was it? Probably not. That's probably hoping for too much. It was! Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. Much appreciated. Alright. That ain't the end of it. What backups it got? Thunderer. Whew. Alright, that about takes care of that. Nice job, y'all. Phew. I worked up a good sweat. You did great too, Charlotte. Is everything okay? Something's not right. Probably because it's more. Ever since I was a child, people have always told me I was slow. They were probably right. The thing is, I'm just a little more observant than most. It's helped me know what is and isn't dangerous. Nothing all that special. It's something pretty much anyone can do. And in this case, it paid off just in the nick of time. Master! Charlotte! Yabeno! Another one? No. This one must be the real beast. Jinkei behind you. Huh? Multiple? Whole flock? We're surrounded. Shit. They must have been hiding all this time. I'll keep them busy. You go help Master. I can't. There's more over here. It's okay. We'll deal with these on our own. Gander, Gander, Gander. Master, are you sure? Sometimes it doesn't matter how confident you feel. For every servant, there comes a time you have to step up. Come on, Matahari. We're going to hold out as long as it takes. Okay. And protect your master like your life depends on it. Go. Go, maid and exotic dancer / spy. You got this. I guess. We'll use mine. May as well. And alter ego, Bazit. Alright. This should be fine. I can't imagine we'll have any issues. How tough could these things be? Beast hiding in the shadows. Okay, at least we have the defense down. That'd be pointless to use right now. Okay. Hi. Maybe I should have used the support Charlotte. It probably would have been 80, and there she goes. Well, that didn't last at all. Thanks, Charlotte. Not her fault, but still, coulda held out a little bit longer. You know, just a little bit. Well. Is what it is. Wait, does she charm? Shit, it's not gonna attack, so Bazit's Frigrek is useless. I forgot what her Noble Phantasm was, because I never used her. Okay, at least her buffed up Buster attack killed it with full crit ability. That's fine. Damn, 7 black beast grease from this interlude. Damn. This ends now. That's my girl. Master, are you okay? I'm fine. What about you, Charlotte? You took a hit. Well, I'm still alive somehow. Oh, they sure were a sneaky bunch, weren't they? Are you okay, Matahari? More or less. As soon as I saw her smile, I heaved a sigh of relief. Matahari, this may not be the best time or place for this, but I understand, and I figured out an answer. I'm not driven to protect all of humanity. I don't have the determination to save the world. I don't have any special talents, nor am I needed for any great purpose. All I have is the desire to see my master smile, to know she's truly happy. Even if I lose sight of everything else, that love is the one thing nobody can take from me. That's who I am. I see. I knew it. I was so jealous of the Charlotte Corday who fought in Atlantis. The one who was just like me but wasn't me. The one who did something horrible to Master. I mean, she more than made up for it. I was so jealous of what she had with my master. But she's no more than a memory now, and I'm still here. So I'm going to completely overshadow her. When Master sees Charlotte Corday, it'll be me smiling. When Master touches Charlotte Corday, it'll be me standing next to her. I'm going to do whatever I can to ensure that whenever she thinks of Charlotte Corday, she only thinks of me. I mean, that's kind of fucked up, because the other you literally sacrificed herself to beat Odysseus, so that's a bit mean-spirited. Though it pains me to say it, I also can't help but think this. If the me from Atlantis were here at Chaldea, she wouldn't think twice about doing the same thing. Ultimately, she's still me. I understand her more than I care to admit. I may not have riches, social standing, fame, legends, myths, or any special talents. But what I do have is love for you, Master. Charlotte? I'm fine. It's nothing. Now why don't we go home for real this time? I say it's time we head back to Chaldea. Sure. Ah, my chest is fairly bursting with all sorts of feelings. It's like a nail driven right through me, and it won't ever disappear. No matter who I may be up against. These secret feelings I harbor for Master will never let me accept defeat. Yeah, secret. We'll let you rock. Mind if I join you, Jason? Do I get a choice? You already sat down. There's actually something I'd like to talk to you about. Oh yeah, too bad I don't want to hear it. What do you think I should do to erase memories of myself? Did I not just tell you I don't want to hear it? Come on, Jason. Come on, buddy. Come on, I know you have some good advice for me. Gah, you're not going to budge on this, are you? Alright, fine. Easy answer. Just make a whole bunch of new memories. If you can do that in the same place you made the old ones, even better. I see. So then I'll have to go to the ocean with her. Yeah, whatever. But if you're gonna go to all that trouble, then give it your all. If you need to get a swimsuit, get a swimsuit. And so this sets up Summer 6. Okay. Also, I'm not helping you with this. Okay, huh? Why not? Let me tell you something. You know why servants exist? It's to protect their master from landmines. Namely you. I heard that. Yeah, Jason, so rude. She's your precious Argonaut, isn't she? Why are you so cold? You cold fish. Damn. Ah. I'ma get you, CL. If it's the last thing I do, I'ma get you. I ain't accepting no defeat on this. You know, let's do another one. Let's do Mandricardo. What it means to think of you. The one problem I have, okay, I may as well talk about that interlude before we get into a different one. My problem is, how exactly did, like, if she had her memories of Atlantis, sure. But as far as I know, and what it seemed like, it seemed like what some of the other servants have said, is she must have seen the data, like the records from when they were in Atlantis together, and so she doesn't actually remember any of it. So why did she? How did she fall in love with Ritsuka here? Right? It doesn't really make sense unless she does remember, but like it's only like a vague. I don't know. Because again, there have been instances where the servants said, I don't remember, but you know, they talk about like having seen the records in Chaldea's database and whatnot, and sometimes they do straight up remember. So it's like, I don't know. It's inconsistent, I guess. All right, let's get into it. Mandricardo. Living things who have some degree of conscious intelligence are capable of feelings. We got feelings about ourselves, feelings about others. Sometimes those feelings are things like love, other times hate. Sometimes we're kind, sometimes we're cruel, but it all comes from the same place. For whatever reason, feelings are a part of human nature. I definitely have feelings. I have feelings about Master, and I have feelings about him. The man, Mandricardo, who bravely took up Durendal and sacrificed himself so that Master could live. Oh, does he also have feelings of jealousy toward his Atlantis self? I have a lot of feelings about him, since I'm Mandricardo too. Understandable, really. Not really. Very unique situation. Sup? Sup? Not the most eloquent greeting, I must say. I don't mind you copying him, Master, but... Okay, Sensei. Sup? Sup? Aw, crap. Sorry, I wasn't thinking about the example I was setting for the kids. Good morning. Much better. Something on your mind? I mean, it's not like they'll carry it over to their next summoning. Nah, I mean, no, not really. I was just hoping you might be able to join me for my training today. Yeah, sure, no problem. Why not? Phew. I managed a natural invitation. A natural invitation, at least. So far, so good. Now I just need to casually ask those questions. Uh-huh. Crap, how the hell do you act casually when you're not feeling casual at all? Looks like he's overthinking things again. Just him at this point. Good day, everyone. I'll be overseeing today's combat simulation. Normally, Lady Mashkirlight would be here instead, but I'm afraid she's indisposed with the Ortonax maintenance today. Now then, let's get right into hard mode, shall we? What? Whoa, don't I get a say in this? I mean, I don't actually mind since it's been feeling kind of routine lately anyway, but you could at least ask. Alright, let's do it. I mean, Mandricardo's got a point. Very well then, I'll fight in a way that matches your style. Which manner of tactic will you employ? Primarily offense or primarily defense? For the time being, I think I'll let Master handle that decision. You know my moves and my noble phantasm and stuff, right? You can make the most of those. Or I could be a decoy while you focus on supporting others. Which strategy will you employ, Master? I'll focus on offense with Mandricardo as central. Got it. Okay, let's give it a shot. And that was unskippable. So... clearly, that actually affects it, which is interesting. My Mandricardo. I'm gonna take him out of his summer fit. Boom. Bazet. Ibuki Jinshi. Alright, this team should do quite nicely, I think. I'm gonna swap them two around though. Alright. Alright, Kyron, give us your best shot, buddy. What kind of beast are you gonna throw at us in the simulator? More Soul Eaters, maybe? Give us more Black Beast grease? No, okay. That'd be, I guess hoping for a little too much, huh? She can probably... kill this one herself. Probably didn't even need her, It really? Mandricardo, buddy. I should have had her kill the full health one. Apparently she, or apparently Mandricardo was, weak. Just won't get him all the way up. Bit annoying how he doesn't have any, NP gaining skills. Alright. Semendu Darandala. Soka. Yeah, this will do for now. Nice. Honestly, Mandricardo really is a powerful 3-star. It's probably one of the most usable 3-stars, I would imagine. Him and Ku. Excellent work. You've aptly demonstrated why a good offense is considered the best defense. That said, the consequences of failure with this strategy are dire, so I would encourage you to think of 1 or 2 steps ahead next time. Yeah, okay, Sensei. Phew. Nice work, buddy. thanks. Hey, you got a minute? What's up? What's good? I wanted to ask you about Atlantis. I've been wondering about this for a long time. I don't care about what I did, I'm just honored I could help at all. Hell, the fact that I actually got to use Durendo is the kind of miracle that only happens once in 1,000 summonings. But none of that matters. Well, no, it does. But it's not what matters the most. No, what I've been wondering about is something way more important. Isn't it hard for you? Sorry, I know this is real presumptuous. Oh, because we were, like, friends with... I mean, I'm sure Ritsuka probably considers this Mandricardo her friend too, but it's not it not being the same, and him not having memories exactly of, you know, everything they talked about and whatnot, probably weighs on him. I know this is real presumptuous of me, but you had to say a whole lot of goodbyes in Atlantis and Olympus, right? And the fact that I was one of them has been nagging at me. You know, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but there's a part of me that feels kinda maybe a tiny bit jealous of, well, myself. Which is why I didn't feel like I could say anything sooner. Master smiled at me, but I could tell she was conflicted. Aha, I thought. It isn't hard for her after all. I mean, it probably was. Maybe she grieved. Maybe she even cried. But the thing is, that wound definitely healed. Yeah, she's been through it so much at this point, it's kinda just life. Hell, if anything, there's a part of Master that leans on that experience for support. And in that case, it's our job as her servants to hold her up when she's about to collapse. Or to reach out a hand and pull her up when she's on the verge of despair. That's what that other Mandricardo did, and he did a damn good job of it. But it looks like you're doing okay now. I don't know. Sure you are, or you will be anyway. But hey, I probably shouldn't be bringing this up. I'm just your servant, not your friend. I don't think I could ever be that. Don't say that! Why not? Well, you know, I'm not qualified to be your friend, and I'm not brave enough for it either. You don't need qualifications or courage to be my friend. Oh. Crap, I'm sorry. Yeah, you were already our friend. At least we thought so. And that was the end of the conversation. Things stayed pretty awkward until I left the simulator. Oh, Mandricardo. I went back to my room by myself and spent some time just staring into empty space. Damn it, I really screwed up. I said everything wrong and just screwed up. But I can't help it. There's just no way I could be friends with her. After all, I'm not the same Mandricardo from Atlantis. Who cares? And I don't want to do anything that seems like it might rob Master of her memories of him. So he's the exact opposite of Corday. Corday's like, I want to erase the memories of that other bitch. Where he's like, I don't want her to forget about him. Just like how the memories of battles I fought alongside Master are mine alone. The memories Master has of that Mandricardo belong to Master and that Mandricardo alone. Still, saying that's the reason I wasn't qualified to be her friend would have been arrogant, warped, and offensive as hell. Life's nothing if not full of regrets. I took a deep breath and tried to clear my mind. What kind of relationship do I want with Master anyway? I don't know. You tell me. That's only something you can decide for yourself. No one else can decide that for you. Not me, not Jason, not Heracles himself, not Zeus. Oh! Ohayo gozaimasu. How you doing, foe? What? Squeaky ass sink. Morning. Morning. Hey, Master. Would you mind joining my training session again today? There's also something I want to talk to you about regarding yesterday. Morning, Ritsuka. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. You kind of are. Oh, Mandricardo too? Perfect. We just spotted another minute singularity. Even for a minute singularity, it's really tiny, so we might as well take it out quickly. Got it. So what you want to talk about? Never mind, it's no big deal. Besides, we got more important stuff to worry about now. I wasn't running away, of course. I wasn't. Yeah. It's just the timing never quite seems to work out. Sure. Whatever you say, buddy. Hurrah! Alright, doing good so far. Fall back for now, Mandricardo. Got it, falling back. I'll finish this up. Yeah. Nice, Masho, nice. That's all of them. Sweet. Way to go, team! Alright, it looks like it's gonna take them a little while to adjust the settings they need to bring us back. So we'll need to sit tight for now. Oh, gotcha. Okay, this might be a good time to bring it up. No, wait, Mash is here too, and it looks like she wants to talk to Master too. So it's probably better if I sit this one out. Come on, man. Yeah, that's it. It's got nothing to do with me losing my nerve. Right. At least that's what I told myself as I quietly put some distance between us. Bloodlust. Master! Mandricardo! A shadow servant, and they got behind me. Shit. Must be an assassin with presence concealment. Emergency evade! Phew. Thanks, Master. That was when it hit me like a ton of bricks. This must be what people mean when they talk about a eureka moment. I'll take the front line. Master. I'm real sorry to bring this up now, but... That's okay. What is it? I've been giving it some thought, and I really don't think I can ever be your... What? Huh? Both Master and me have way too much in our pasts to ever let us comfortably be friends. Just like that other me was proud to have been able to become her friend. I have my own pride in the battles I've fought since being summoned to Chaldea. And both those memories and records mean too much to just throw them out or take them away. But that's okay. Because being friends isn't the only way for people to care about each other. I'm your servant. I trust you implicitly, and I'll always fight by your side. I'll never give that up for anything. There. I finally managed to put my feelings into words. Those feelings used to be like a mysterious, hazy monster. But now that I've talked about them, they're perfectly clear. I don't have to be afraid any longer. Not now that I managed to express what I wanted to say. Same here. I want to be a friend, but it's alright. Master smiled brightly and nodded in affirmation. She's got her eyes firmly fixed on what's ahead of us. Man, people can be real inspiring sometimes. Okay, Mandricardo, let's do this. Gotcha. Mash, I'm tagging in. Understood. Go for it, Mandricardo. Will do. Time for Chaldea's resident raid leader to show his stuff. Raid leader? What? I'm trying to decide if there was an event with a raid that he was like the best in, or the person who wrote his interlude decided to... Best isn't like most used for some reason, or and the writer decided to use that, or if like canonically he's part of like a gaming club in Chaldea, and they play like whatever the Fate Universe's version of like World of Warcraft is. Resident Raid Leader? Please don't give me that look now. Could you just go with it, please? Sure, buddy, yeah. Or maybe it's just some bullshit he said. It might just be some bullshit he said. Nah, well, it's alright. That's alright, buddy. We won't rag on you too much for it. Too much. Fatal battle. Cursed Arm, our good buddy. Can I swap him out? Like, I know it gave him buffs and whatnot, but like... he's still at a disadvantage. So I'd rather just not. Not use him, you know. This might just straight up kill Cursed Arm. Between the crit from... yeah, I think he's dead. If he attacks again, yep. Okay, yeah, he's dead. That went very smoothly. Five Void Dust. I'm okay with that. Alright. Ah, yeah. Now we got our... everyone's got their feelings out in the open. Nice one. Right. Mission complete. We're all set to go back, senpai. You know, Master. Even if we can't be friends, what we've got now isn't too bad. Yeah. So what's this about being our resident raid leader? I just said it in the heat of the moment. Sure, okay, buddy. Whatever you say, man. Anyway, we get right down to it. This wasn't all that big a deal. The point is, I chose to have a relationship with Master without changing who I am. And Master accepted it without changing who she was. That's all there is to it. Definitely nothing worthy of the history books. Still, that said, if at some point in the future Master finds herself thinking vaguely about the past and unable to sleep, maybe she'll also think, oh yeah, there was that one weird servant, wasn't there? At one point he was my friend, at another a trusted companion. As long as she remembers this downer of a servant, even if only a little. No, wait, that's putting it too nicely. Make that major downer. Anyway, that's what my and Master's relationship is like now. We may not be friends, but we are companions, and we've got each other's back in combat. I'm fine with that, and I'm pretty sure that other me would be too. Still, I don't see myself ever getting Durendo like he did. That's a little depressing, but I'm way more proud that he pulled it off. Yeah. Well, I had no idea about that. Yeah. And then for some reason, I found myself recounting all this to Charlotte Corday. For some reason, I felt like I just couldn't not answer her questions. Still, it actually worked out nice, since I had some things I wanted to ask her about too. Wait, weren't you in Atlantis too? Ah, yes I was. And of course I know all about what that other me did there. Still, I don't want it to outdo me, so I don't mind being her replacement if that's what I am. I'm still here after all, so it's up to me to do my best to paint over those memories with my own. Okay, this must be post her interlude. That's definitely one way of separating yourself from it. How about you, Jason? I have no particular thoughts one way or another. Damn, that's pretty gracious of you. If I had to say something, I'd say I deserve a little bit of treatment around here. I deserve credit for my own accomplishments and for my other selves' accomplishments. He does have a point. After all, those servants are still us. Personally, I'd be happy with just a little more hidden eye action. No way. We don't deserve any credit for what our other selves did. Except maybe me. It sounds like I was super badass out there. Yeah, you were a grand servant who took down a goddess. I mean, you had to have a bow and arrows made from Achilles' armor to do it, but you know, you did it. No, you had it right the first time. They're them and we're us. For my part, as long as I went down fighting in a way I can be proud of, I'm good. Ain't that right, teacher? Aha, indeed. Especially since it seems I sided with the enemy. I mean, to be fair, it was your lost belt self, not you summoned there. So... sounds like I did too, though I have absolutely no recollection of it. Again, because that was your lost belt. Whatever. Anyway, that might be fine for us. But what about Ritsuka? It's gotta be rough for her, having all this baggage she can't leave behind. Especially since she's not the type to forget about the past. Don't worry about her. She'll be fine. You think? I trust Master implicitly, just like she trusts us. That's what I told them. Even though it's pretty embarrassing to just lay my feelings out for them like that. I never thought I'd be so impressed by someone else, especially at this ripe old age. I suppose it just goes to show there's always something new to learn. What's that mean? Don't worry about it. He's praising the hell out of you. And I agree with him. You're a damn good servant. I still have no idea what they're praising me for. But hey, I'll happily take this over the alternative. I think Mandricardo would be another interesting servant to have in like a normal Holy Grail war. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but... like, there's some servants that would be like, yeah, in a normal Holy Grail war, it wouldn't make sense for them to be there. And then for others, they're just not super interesting. But Mandricardo, I think, would be a good one. Him and for assassins, I don't know, I feel like Sanson wouldn't work. I mean, I guess he could. But like, if you had him there in a Holy Grail war, he could only really have a character arc if one of the other servants in it was Marie Antoinette. But they already had that whole thing here in FGO, so I don't think it would work very well. I know we had them interact. I know we had Hector and Mandricardo interact in Atlantis, but it was only a little bit. I think a full Holy Grail war where Hector is the Lancer, or maybe even the Saber, like Saber Hector, with Durendal, and then Ryder and Mandricardo. Could be an interesting, you know, either Saber or Lancer and Mandricardo. Could be an interesting dynamic. Then for Assassin, I don't know who'd be. Let's finish the interlude. But hey, I'll happily take this over the alternative. Yeah. I still have strong feelings. I have feelings about Master. And I have feelings about you. Whether we're dead or shadows or outright counterfeits. If nothing else, I know these feelings I have are real. And I'll always be at least a little proud of that. Yeah, you should be proud. You earned the right to be proud. Even if you think you haven't. But yeah, interesting how him and Corday have like kind of opposite feelings about, damn, everything. Yeah. I don't know. I don't agree with his determination that friendship is off the table. I think he's being maybe too stiff in how he views what the relationship can and or should be. But, you know, he doesn't want to trample on his Atlantis self, so I can respect that. But yeah, still no CL, but that's gonna do it. I don't have... Well, I guess I have Chiron. Nah, I might do Chiron's later and tack it onto this. Like, have all the Atlantis server, at least the ones that I have anyway. Well, no, I already uploaded Jason's, so that wouldn't. Okay, yeah, never mind. Forget I said anything. Yeah, I might do Chiron's next time, or Cersei, maybe. Maybe. I should, but you know how it be sometimes, man. You know how it be. Can't be bothered. I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. I don't feel very compelled by her, I guess, would be the way to put it. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do. As for oh yeah, what I was saying before, I think an assassin that would be good. For a Holy Grail War with like Mandricardo and Hector in it. I don't know. Let me take a gander at my assassins. See if I can get any inspiration for potential. Also, I thought I had more assassins than this. Like, get rid of these end 5 because those are just copies. I thought I had more assassins than just. Maybe not. I don't think a god would work. Skahawk, this is obviously a summer version, so that wouldn't work. Kiritsugu, nah, I don't think that would work. Yeah, no, that'd be a stretch to have him anywhere. Who would make a good? I guess maybe. I don't know, Phantom of the Opera could make a... Actually, yeah. Thinking about it, yeah. I would say he'd be a good one to have in a normal Holy Grail War. Him or Jinkei, maybe. Him, Jinkei, Kotaro. Or even Carmilla. I think this version of Elizabeth Bathory could be an interesting one to have in a Holy Grail War. I feel like it'd have to be Carmilla or Phantom, because I feel like Jinkei is like I feel like you need to have like a very antagonistic servant, and I feel like these two would be better than Jinkei in that role. Unless you made like the caster class the antagonist, then who would you have fill that? Like, we already had a Vika Braun in Apocrypha. Like, let's be honest, Alice doesn't work. Caster no, I wouldn't. Nah, no. I know Cersei was an FSR, but like, her being in a, cause she was a rogue. Her being in like a pivotal role as a caster could be interesting. Maybe not as like a villain, as like an antagonizing servant. Like, again, leave that to like an assassin, like a Phantom or Carmilla. But having her in a normal Holy Grail war could be interesting. Caster coup in a normal Holy Grail war. Yeah, if I was to nominate anyone, I think I'd want to see either Cersei or Caster coup in a normal Holy Grail war. Because again, Merlin couldn't exist in a normal Holy Grail war. He can only be a servant in Chaldea because of reasons. So yeah, Cersei, Caster coup, and again, I know Cersei was an FSR, but again, she was a rogue. Didn't really have that huge role. I don't really count it. So her, Caster coup. Or like I said during Heian Kyo, I do think Charles Babbage could be an interesting one too. I think, at least out of the casters I have and what I'm looking at, those three are probably the most interesting prospects. Nito also could be interesting. I actually, now on second thought, Nito could be an interesting one. But I feel like she's too good-natured, maybe. I mean, you don't really have to even have their FGO characterizations. She could be her caster self, but with more of her Avenger self's edge. Like that's like some of the hatred her Avenger self has. Like, it doesn't have to be the kind, happy-go-lucky. I wouldn't. Well, okay, she's not really happy-go-lucky, but you know, the kind, good girl, Nito caster she is here. She could have a bit of her personality jumbled, because again, there are plenty of characters that have appeared in other Fate stuff where their personalities were different. So yeah, actually, thinking of it in those terms, Nito with some more angst, like she has as an Avenger, would be, I think, would be actually a pretty interesting character for a Holy Grail war. Yeah, I think her and Babbage would be like my top two choices. Like Caster Coup I mainly want just because I want to see Caster Coup in a proper Holy Grail war. But whereas Cersei I think would only really be good if Odysseus was there, but if I'm talking like putting her in like the same one as like Mandricardo and Hector, I don't think she'd be a very interesting character then. Well, I mean, yeah, no, probably not. Yeah, so one of these two probably. I don't know, sorry, I kind of got off track thinking about random bullshit. I'm gonna stop here, thanks for watching. That was Corday and Mandricardo's Interludes. Yeah, it's interesting seeing their thoughts post-Atlantis, seeing as how they don't... Like, they know what happened? Again, I'm assuming because they, like, read the records that got transcribed in Chaldea's database. And so they're having feelings of, like, comparing themselves to their Atlantis selves. Actually really interesting retrospection, because not all servant, like Atlante Alter kind of had that. She felt bad about the choice she made in Russia, but at the same time she said I'd probably make that same choice again. So it's like, no, it's interesting. I wonder if these two will have similar thoughts. Like obviously him from China and her from India. I know, I guess we'll just have to see. But for now, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you later. Peace.